See, please follow with me very carefully, right? See, I have not connected Git yet with my application. It is there in my system. It is there on my Windows laptop. I have downloaded it, but I have not yet connected it to my application. So tell me one thing, if I make a change, will I be able to get the previous version of my application? Will I be able to keep a track? No, I have not connected it, right? I won't be able to do it. So can you tell me how can I connect Git to my application? Git in it, right? I have to initialize a Git repository in my application. So Git in, right? So do you see initialize empty Git repository in this application, right? Now it has initialized an empty Git repository. Okay. Now I need to see what all changes I have not yet added. I have not yet added to the status area in the staged area. So how can I do it? Git status. So do you see? It is saying that you have this folder, yes. You have this out folder, yes. See, till now I have not added anything to Git. So it is saying that everything is untracked. It is saying that everything is untracked, right? And if I have to add all of this, how can I add this? Git add. Okay, tell me one thing. If I just want to add source, what can I do? Let's say if I don't want to add these three, I just want to add source. How can I do it? I can just write git add source slash, right? I can do this, okay? But I want to add all, so what I will do, git add dot, right? Git add dot. Do you see? It is a warning. You can just forget about this warning, but it has added all the things, right? Now see, if you do a git status now, see, do you see? It is saying that okay, I am tracking all these files. These green files are being tracked. Changes to be committed. These changes are ready to be committed, right? Git is now tracking these files. So how do you commit the changes? How do you save the changes to Git? Tell me, how do you commit the changes in Git? Git commit, right? Git commit. But is Git commit sufficient, or do I need to add something? I need to add the message as well. Minus M means message, and you can add any message. So let's say add bank application. Okay, add bank application, and I can do git commit minus M. So see, now these changes have been committed. Now they have been permanently saved. Okay. One more thing. Terminal is here at the bottom. So if you see version control run to do problems, so here is the option of terminal at the bottom. It will be at the bottom of your IntelliJ IDE, right? Terminal will be there. Okay. Okay. Now. Okay, let's do one thing. I don't have terminal at the bottom. It is not possible. It's not possible that terminal is not there at the bottom. Just try to say it might be here and there, but it has to be there. If you have installed IntelliJ properly, it should be there. Still, if you are not able to find it, you can just stay back after the class and I'll have a look, okay? So for now, just focus on understanding, right? Focus on understanding. Okay. Version control is Git only, right? Version control is Git only, right? It is Git only, right? It is Git only. So I'll tell you what is log. I was going to tell you log only. See, I told you that Git helps you keep a track of your versions, right? Okay, focus here. I told you, it's fine, guys. Don't be in a hurry that you have to implement it along with me. It's not at all necessary. In fact, what I will suggest is focus on learning and try to implement without seeing anything, any code or anything, okay? Just focus on learning. Now, see, I told you that you can switch back to a particular version, right? Now, how do you do it? Let's do one thing. I will make a change in this file. Let me do one thing. I will add an extra statement. I'll show you how that thing works. Okay, I'm not just going to do it in a fluke. I'll show you. Let's say I make a change. This is the change. Okay, this is a change. Let's say I make this change. Okay. Now tell me one thing. If I do a git status, what will happen? Do you see it is saying that you have modified source main.java? Are you guys able to see this? That Git is saying that you have made some change. Git is tracking your folder, tracking your project now. Right? Git is tracking your project. Okay. So what can I do? Git add dot. All the changes have been moved to the staged area. Now I have to commit them. Commit minus M. Made a change. Right? Okay. Is this part clear to everyone? I have made a change and committed that change. I have saved that change. Right? So what has happened is, see, this was my first application, right? I made a change. I added one extra out statement. This is the second version of my application. I hope everyone is clear with this part. This is version 1, this is version 2, right? I hope everyone is clear. Okay. But I told you that Git will help you access any of the version, right? Staged area means that the area where Git is tracking your files, right? You can just assume it that stage is the area where your files are ready to be committed. So before committing it, you have to move them to a stage area, okay? See, now you are on this version. I told you that if you are using it, you can move to this version also, yes or no? Ideally, you should be able to move to this version, right? Let us see how we can do it, okay? Let us see. Have you guys done this before? I don't know if you have done this before or not, but I'll show you. Okay, no worries. I know you won't have done it because is that people tell you, but they don't show you. I'll show you how it works, okay? You will understand the entire concept of it. I will do git log, right? See, git log basically tells you what all changes you have done. See, it is showing me that, okay, I have this commit. This is the latest commit that I have, okay? This is the latest commit that I have, right? This is the latest commit that I have made a change, right? And this is called commit ID, right? It is again a very random number. It is a random number, but it is called commit ID, right? So basically, when I made the first commit, every commit has a commit ID, right? Every Git maintains a commit ID for every commit. So for the first commit, this was my commit ID. For the first commit, this was my commit ID, right? For the second commit, this is my commit ID, right? This is my commit ID, okay? Now, I want to move to the first version, right? I want to move to the first version. How can I move it? Just a minute, right? Just a minute, guys. Okay. I want to move to the first version. So what I can do is I can simply do git checkout. Checkout means that you want to check out to a particular version, to a particular commit, okay? And how can I check to that particular commit? By copying this commit ID, right? Just copy this commit ID, right? And please keep your eyes on the screen as well, okay? I will do git checkout this, right? Let me press enter. Right? What happened? Detached head state, you look around, make experimental changes, switching to this, okay? Just a minute, I think I have taken the wrong, I think it is in the descending order, that this is the first commit. I'm not sure, let me just see. This is the first commit. What happened? Do you see that line has already gone? That line has already gone. The change that I made has already gone. Now I am on the previous version. Right? So that's how you track your projects using it. Tell me, folks, is the entire concept of Git clear? I know people don't know these things because they are not taught, but I don't want to give you any superficial knowledge. That's how things work, right? That's how I can track different things, right? I can track different things. Okay, repeat that log. Okay. See. Git log will tell you, yes, it's a stack, exactly, right? Git log will tell you that what all changes you have made, what all commits you have made, okay? Right? It is basically in the LIFO manner, right? So the first commit will be at the bottom, right? So see, now when I made that change, so there were two commits. ID. Every commit has a commit ID, right? So Git tracks every commit using a commit ID, right? It's just like a primary key of the database. I hope you guys know what is primary key in a database, right? So Git has to keep track of your changes. So how will it do it? It will give an ID to every commit, right? So this is the ID that every commit is given. Like it's a random value again. So this was the commit ID of my first project, the first version that I initially made, right? So when I do git checkout means that check out to this commit, right? And when I give this commit ID, it will check out to that version. It will bring me back to that version when this commit was made. So do you remember in that commit, I didn't write that line as how this is a change. That was the original project, right? So now I am at this original project. Okay. Is this part clear to everyone? Right? Okay. Right. So this is how Git works in local, right? Now does checkout erase the change? No, it will not change it will see. When you do checkout, you are at this version, right? This version is still there. You can just do git checkout commit ID of this version, right? The changes are still there. Okay. Right. Okay. So I will again. What I will do is I will again move. Yeah. I'm telling you. Checkout tag or revision. Just a minute. I will move to the master branch. I can just do git checkout the commit ID. This was the commit ID, right? This was the commit ID. Which is the commit ID? Where is the commit ID? This is the commit ID of my original code, right? This is the commit ID of my original code. And see, now this has come, right? When I give the commit ID of that part, this has come, right? This has come. Okay? Clear to everyone? I am raising it because I don't want to keep it in my project. Okay. I'll see it at the end why it's not working. Okay, why it's not working. So I'll show you how to push this project on GitHub. I'll show you how to push this project on GitHub. Just give me a sec. Let me open GitHub. Okay. Yeah. I hope my GitHub is visible to everyone. Yeah. Okay. See, I'll go here. Okay. And now I am telling you how to upload the project on GitHub, right? Right. I am telling you how to upload the project on GitHub, right? I'll click on this plus button at the top right and I will make a new repository, right? I will make a new repository. I can give this repository whatever name I want, right? I saw that people were saying we have to keep it same. It's not necessary that we have to keep it same. I can give it anything, okay? So let me name it bank app, okay? In local it is bank application. In GitHub I am naming it bank app, okay? I can do this. Just to show you guys that I can change the name. Rest you don't have to do anything, right? Don't do anything. Just click on create repository. Okay. So now this page will appear, okay? This page will appear. What you have to do is see these things we have already done, right? No, it's okay if you don't want to, like readme file is something you can skip for now. Okay? These things are something that we have already done, right? We have already initialized a Git repo in our local. Now the only thing is, see, what has happened is, this is your computer, right? You have made a project, right? And Git is there on your computer, right? Git is tracking this project, okay? This is GitHub website. It is on the internet. GitHub is on the internet. Tell me one thing, whatever you are doing here, does GitHub know that you are doing something on your computer? Does GitHub know that you are doing something on your computer? No, it doesn't know yet, right? So the first thing is you have to establish a relationship between this repository and your computer, right? You have to connect GitHub to your computer, to this repository. How can I do it? Using this line, git remote add origin. So it is telling that, okay, for Git, this is the origin of my repository. Now GitHub will connect to this, right? To this repository. So you have to copy this line, okay? Paste it here, add, right? Now it has added, connected to GitHub. Okay? Now all you have to do is, you just have to push this. You have to just push this entire project to GitHub. You have to add this project to GitHub. How can you do it? Just give me a sec. First of all, switch to master branch. I'll tell you what are branches. I'll tell you that also. Don't worry. Check out. Okay. I'll tell you what are branches. Don't worry. I'll tell you what are branches. To send this code to GitHub, this is the line that you have to do. Please remember it. Git push. See, uploading a code to GitHub means pushing the code. Push. Git push. Origin. See, origin means the link to your GitHub repo, right? Which is the link to your GitHub repo? It is stored in this variable origin, okay? Origin. Then this master is your branch. I'll tell you what are branches, but for now, just remember that's how you push, right? Git push origin master, press enter. It will take some time because it is uploading my code to internet. So it will take some time. For some of you guys, it might show error if you're doing it for the first time because you have not added your credentials, right? So I will tell you how to add credentials. Yes, it's like adding elements to the stack. It's in the leaf folder, okay? It's in the leaf folder. It's getting pushed. Just wait for a second. Yes, git push minus u. You can write minus u also. That's fine. Right? Git push minus u origin master. Yes, its exact command is git push minus u origin master. Okay. Yeah. And see, it is saying that your project has been uploaded to this link, right? Now you guys can also access the project. So if I refresh this, now see this project is on GitHub. Now you guys can also see this, okay? And do you see that all the commits are also there? Add bank application, made a change. Commits are also there. If you click on these two commits, So you can see that what all changes I made in the commit, right? If I click on made a change, so say it is telling me that I added this line. Whenever I write a new code, it is shown with green color, and if I delete something, it will be shown with red color. So it is showing that this is the change that I made. Okay, this is the change that I made. Right? Yes, Kundan has given it in the chat. For people who are doing it for the first time, they have not done any project using Git before. You have to set your credentials in the local, right? So Kundan has already given the command. I'll tell you how to use it. I won't do it because for my computer they are already set. People who are facing issue of maybe authentication or something, this is something you have to do. Git config. Yes, you can delete previous commits, but never repeat your commits. Okay, never delete your commits. Git config, username, right? And one very important thing, please write global. Please write global. Global means that you want to keep this setting for the entire Git in your system, right? Git config hyphen global user.email, whichever is your GitHub email, the email which you have used to make your GitHub account, right? This is what you have to do. Then you have to simply give your email, whatever it is, at the rate gmail.com, right? This will be your GitHub email account, okay? This will be your GitHub email account. Similarly, you have to set the password also. Okay? That's how you do this. It's fine if you are not able to do it, you can like stay at the end and I'll tell you how to do it. But this is how you push the code to GitHub. So I'll again repeat the steps. It's okay if you understand Git or not, but remember these steps. First step is you write a code in your computer, you make a project. You have to connect Git to it. So it will be Git in it. First line. Second is Git status. Just see what all changes you have done. Okay. Third is Git add dot. Fourth is Git commit -m, -m or -m. The commit message, right? The commit message. It has to be in strings. So what happens is these 4 commands will set Git for your project locally, right? Right? If you have to upload it to GitHub, then comes the next step. You have to create a repo on GitHub. Then basically just add that origin wala statement, add origin statement, right? I am just writing it like this. In your terminal, just write this statement. Then simply do this. Git push -u. It is -u. And I will share this PDF in the group today after the class. Git push -u origin master. I'll tell you what is this master, but I'm just giving you so that you can just remember what we have to do. Master. This is the project. This is the step to upload your project to GitHub. Okay. This is the step to upload your project to GitHub. Is this fine? I hope you guys have done it before, but still, if anyone has missed something, I'm doing it again. Okay, is this fine? Okay. Now let's talk about branches. What are branches in GitHub? Right? What are branches in Git? Okay. See, you have a piece of code. Right? This is your original code, right? Right? Again, this is something optional. If you understand it well, if you don't understand it, no worries. This is totally optional, but samajh aa jayega, it's not difficult. This is your original code, right? See, let's say 5 people are working on it. Tell me, is this a good idea that everyone should keep on making changes to this original code? Is it a good idea everyone is doing their changes simultaneously on the original code? No, it is not a good idea, right? So what can be the solution? Everyone make their own copy, right? Everyone make their own copy of the code, right? They make the changes and then they merge the changes in the original code, right? Everyone make their copy, they make the changes and then they merge it in the original code. Yes or no? This is the solution, right? This is the concept of branching. That's it, right? This master branch or the main branch, sometimes it's named as master, sometimes it's named as main. If you will make directly something on GitHub, it will be main. On your local, it's called master. Master is basically the original code, right? Master branch is the branch of a tree, right? So master is the original code. Now let's say if I want to, like, we will not be doing this in our course because in your courses, you are the only one working on your project, so you can just work directly on the master branch. But when you work in a company, a lot of people are working. So what you do is you make a copy of your code, right? And in technical terms, it is called that you make a different branch from your code, right? Different branch is nothing but the copy from your code, right? So what I can do is, I can maybe the general naming convention is that you name it to the, which is similar to the work that you are doing. So let's say if you are making a feature, you can just name this branch as feature, right? Don't give it your name, Kunal's branch or something. It has to be a logical name. So you have to give the name which tells that what this branch is doing. Okay. Okay. So you can make this branch, or let's say some other person is there, he can make his own copy. And let's say he is writing on, he's deleting something, so he can write delete, he can name the branch as delete, right? So they can keep on working on this branch. And once they have done their work, they can merge this branch to the main, right? They can merge their changes to the main. Merging means that they are merging their changes to the main code, right? This is called merging of branches, right? This is called merging of branches. So you merge your changes into the master branch. Master means the main code, right? And obviously, it's not that you can directly merge it. The owner of the repository has to view the changes, because if anyone is able to merge their changes, then they can harm your code as well. So you create a pull request. Pull request means that it's a request. Please merge my code into your. Yes, this is PR. Yes, this is PR exactly. Pull request means you are saying to the owner that please merge my code into your master branch, into your main code. So what owner will do is he will review the pull request whether the code is correct or not, right? And if he feels that the code is correct, he can merge the pull request, which means he can add the changes to the master. This is the concept of pull request. I think all of you would have heard this term pull request, but I don't know whether you understood the meaning or not. This is the meaning of pull request. It's a request that please pull my changes into your master branch, right? Pull my changes into your master branch. Okay? Clear. Okay. Right. Cool. So this is all about the branching, right? Don't worry about how to create branches and all these things. That's why I was not I didn't want to explain this thing. I'll again quickly tell, right? I'll again quickly tell. But guys, please focus, listen in one attempt. Otherwise, we will not be able to complete the syllabus. You have a piece of code which is called master branch. The original copy of the code is called master branch. Now let's say if a person wants to make a copy of this code, what he can do is he can create another branch. He can create another branch. He can name whatever he wants. So let's say I have to make a feature, so I will name it feature branch. I can make whatever changes I want to make in the code. Then when I have to merge this code in the main code, the original code, the source code, what I will do is I will create a pull request. Pull request means a request that please merge my branch into the master branch. Master branch means the original code, right? Master branch means the original code. So what I will do is I will create a pull request. Pull request. Pull request means that please merge my changes into your main code. So whoever is the owner of this repository, he will view your pull request. He will see whatever changes you have done. And if he feels that the changes are correct, he can simply merge your changes, right? He can simply merge your changes. And then your changes will go into the main code. This is the concept of branching. Branching is nothing but creating your own copy of the project, change it whatever you want to change, and then you merge. It, right? Okay. Okay. Yes. Okay. So this is about branching. It's okay if you understand it. It's okay if you don't understand it. No point of wasting time. I just wanted to show you what it is. Okay. Right. Yes, this much Git is more than sufficient. This is I use every day in my company, right? Okay. This is what I use every day in my company. Okay. Okay. This is about Git and GitHub. I know, right? Now I add in resume. No, Git is not a skill. It's if you are a developer, it is something which people assume you must be knowing. So that's why I have taught you. don't add this in the resume, right? So this is about normal Git and GitHub. Okay. Yes, it's a prerequisite, Git and GitHub. Anyhow, ideally I shouldn't have taught this. I don't know if any other instructor would have taught this, but it's okay. It's okay. I wanted to bring everyone on the same page, so that's why we are doing, right? GitHub cannot be downloaded. GitHub is a website. GitHub is a website. Right now, let's come to